damage, but we'll just be the Lee Sin ultimately here. And, you know, the thing is, the draft in isolation for DRX is like a...
T1, I just feel like they spike so incredibly hard in the early game. All right, there's a flash cocoon, and that looks like first blood pretty comfortably. Valkyrie away here from LazyFeel as best he can, as Sponge, Warrior Tricksters to get himself over the wall.
All Owner has
in this fight. That should be objective number 1 going on over to T1, as well as their feat of strength that they've already picked up with that first blood. Does mean that they are poised for the victor. In fact, the only... Okay, let's have a look at this. Just trying to clear out the wave as best he can is Rich. Bellows Breath going to be necessary there, but the cocoon going to land. A lot of burst damage. There's the headshot, and boom. That's it. Carrier's going to be able to pick it up in the end.
He's under a ton of pressure. He's playing against the defending world champions here. And look, they gave him Corki, but this is not about like...
right? Like this is before they just started winning every world. It's like, this
when
was 2022.
They win everything. And they win this...
Yeah, like this.
Yeah.
Ace in the hole.
Because you're super squishy, the enemy team has ways to catch you, but when you have full vision control and full map control and a massive, it's just going to be T1 getting everything they want. This turret is next on the list.
Yep. You honest 5v5s just won't exist.
And I mean, look at the zoning they can do with these traps as well. Caitlyn is known to shoot far.
Yeah, she does do that.
In terms of range. And they just grab this Herald.
Personally, as Faker could be in trouble here. As the train comes down, this time it's going to land. Nice little chain CC there from Rich, but he's well and truly by himself. And he's going to have to try and flash away the flash forward from Owner, and he kicks him in the back of the head. That's going to send him to the death.
He's a big enjoyer of that. Faker may be in trouble really for real this time, maybe?
Yeah. He's not going to be able to make that flash work, as Owner is like, yeah, you're on your own, buddy.
Owner's like, DRX.
Yeah.
Or wait, maybe it's the Wukong, or maybe it's the...
It could honestly be any of them at this stage.
Yeah. This is a rough one, man. This is our first, like, real stomp, like...
Oh! Doran's dead! There we go. Yukal collects a second.
That's 3. 3 of these picks they've gotten were T1. You know, this is one of the first times, too, for voting for player of the match where it gets really tricky for me. Because you had a really dominant performance from Owner and Doran in game 1, but, like, it's kind of the Guma Carrier show in this one. It's very split.
I think I'm probably still... on the Owner train?
I think I am too, to be honest with you, because he's had a good game here, even though it's been kind of quiet.
Yeah. I feel like this is the type of series where you kind of, okay.
Maybe it's not Carrier.
Carrier is going to die, but LazyFeel is in a lot of trouble. Still gets himself to relative safety. Gumayushi now in trouble. Yukal comes over. Oh, DRX, have you found an angle to get back in? Owner says no. The equalizer, not exactly the highest of value, but Yukal's the president. They have to keep that guy alive. He is all of the damage here for DRX. The Sponge diving towards Faker, trying to make me into a liar here as he is able to slam down with damage himself. Doran wanting to find an opportunity, but Yukal, too smart, able to walk out of the way.
Live. I want to break this replay down too much because we are having some action in live.
Yeah, you can see Rich going to flash towards the wall and not over it. Faker is going to be gifted the kill, I believe. There it is. As Owner once again in control of this one. We're still waiting for the Wukong to turn up as he gets into the pit. Can they deny the solar kick? Says absolutely not. Yeah, I think POM going over to Owner sounds pretty good to me, as Andal is dead. And they're going to be able to take, utilizing that team-wide GA, the trap wall set up so that T1 cannot be stopped. And yeah, they'll get the information. That's really cool. Still, the Baron is going to go down. There's nothing that they can do about it.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm at a loss for this one, Atlas.
Yeah, I am.
Even if he dies, by the way, it's fine.
It doesn't really matter. Equalizer goes down. Yukal is the target. They've decided to kill him, and thus he will die. Andal going to go down there as well. And, yep, Carrier gets to buy some items. Shirelia's going to be put together here as he gets that free trip back home. And with Yukal dead, you can see slumped back in his chair, understands that this game was well and truly on his back. And Sponge, that's an interesting little situation here as T1, they understand that it's going to be really hard to stop them from just taking what they want because they can't even die. As Owner goes in, goes back out, that is going to be inhibitor number 1 going down. Mid lane can fall swiftly afterwards. There's an inner turret still up on the bottom side, so 3 inhibs probably not going to happen here, but a dead Nexus, that's certainly on the cards. There are still minions conga lining their way in. 1 Nexus turret remains. As Andal, that Eclipse Shield not going to be enough. The train sails by without causing too much harm to anyone. And UCal, I think, just going to park himself on the fountain because there's nothing he can do to stop the onslaught of T1. A 2-0. And Baron doubles the amount of kills their group has been able to pick up because the world champs